Hello and welcome back to Mrs. Almond's Story Time. Today I would like to read a book to you called Spring, New Life Everywhere. Spring, New Life Everywhere by Janet McDonald, illustrated by Linda Hohag. One bright morning, Mouse came out of his burrow and found a surprise. The snow had all melted. "At last," he cried, "spring is really here." All around him, the forest seemed to be waking up after a long sleep. Two squirrels chased each other up and down a tree. A butterfly flew past Mouse's nose. White and purple flowers poked up from the ground, and the branches of the trees were filled with buds. Best of all, there was plenty of food to be found. Mouse scurried about, nibbling on seeds and tender green leaves. As he ate, he heard a bird singing. Mouse looked up. "Robin," he cried, "I haven't seen you for a long time. Where have you been?" "We flew south for the winter, but now we're back," said Robin. "I have a surprise. Come take a look." Mouse climbed up to peek into Robin's nest. He saw three skinny little birds, all cheeping at the same time. Their beaks were wide open. "Wow, they sure look hungry," said Mouse. "They are," said Robin. Mouse noticed one blue egg in the bottom of the nest. "What's wrong with this one?" he asked. "Oh, there must be a slowpoke in that egg," said Robin. "He'll come out soon. I'd better get food for the others." "That reminds me, I'm still hungry," said Mouse, and off he went to finish his breakfast. As Mouse scampered about looking for buds, he saw something strange. It was under a bush. He went to take a closer look. "It's an egg," said Mouse, "but I've never seen an egg like this. Maybe Robin will know who this belongs to," he said. He picked up the egg and ran back to see Robin. This sure is a strange egg," said Robin. "Maybe it belongs to Chipmunk. I've heard that she is about to become a mother. I've never seen a chipmunk's eggs before, but maybe they looked like this." "Thanks, Robin," said Mouse, and off he ran. Mouse pushed the egg down the hole of Chipmunk's burrow and ran in after it, calling, "Chipmunk, Chipmunk, I've found your egg." "My egg?" said Chipmunk. "Don't be silly. Chipmunks don't lay eggs." "But Robin said you were about to become a mother," said Mouse. "I am a mother, but my babies didn't hatch from eggs," said Chipmunk. "Here they are." She showed Mouse 4 furry little babies asleep in a soft nest. "But if this isn't your egg, then whose is it?" said Mouse. "Try Duck. I've heard that she has a nest full of eggs. Maybe she lost one," said Chipmunk. "Good idea," said Mouse. Mouse ran all the way to the pond, being careful not to drop the egg. He found Duck's nest hidden behind some cattails. But the nest was empty. Just then Mouse saw Duck in the tall grass by the edge of the pond. "Duck, Duck, I found your egg!" cried Mouse. "Why, I'm not missing an egg," said Duck, and she jumped into the pond with a splash. There were 5 more splashes as 5 yellow ducklings jumped into the pond after her. "I had 5 eggs, but they're all hatched," said Duck. "Now I have 5 ducklings. This is their first swimming lesson." "Do you know anyone else who lays eggs?" asked Mouse. "Certainly," said Duck. "Frog lays eggs." Mouse looked all around until he found Frog sunning herself on a rock. "Frog, Frog, "I've found your egg," cried Mouse. When Frog saw the egg, she laughed and laughed. "That's not my egg," she said. "My eggs are tiny and see-through, with black dots in the middle. I lay them in the water, and besides, my eggs have all hatched." "Where are your babies?" asked Mouse. "Over here. Take a look," said Duck. Mouse leaned over the water's edge and saw a group of squirmy tadpoles. "But they don't look like you," said Mouse. "They will," said Frog. "They will lose their tails and grow legs so that they can hop like I do." "It seems there are new babies everywhere," said Mouse. "Baby robins, baby chipmunks, baby ducks, and now baby frogs. I wish I knew what kind of baby is in this egg. One thing is for sure. I have to find its mama before it hatches, but how?" "Why don't you ask Groundhog?" said Frog. "He knows all the animals of the forest." "Good idea," said Mouse, and he was off. By the time Mouse reached Groundhog, he was out of breath. "Groundhog, I'm so glad to see you," he said. "I need your help to find out who this egg belongs to." Groundhog chuckled. "I don't think you need to worry, Mouse," he said. "Someone will come looking for that egg pretty soon." "What do you mean?" asked Mouse. Just then they heard the pounding of running feet. A little boy was heading their way. Mouse was so scared he forgot the egg. Then he and Groundhog ran to hide. "I found one!" cried the boy. He bent down and picked up the egg. Mouse almost ran after the boy, but Groundhog stopped him. "Let me go! I have to save that egg!" cried Mouse. "Don't worry, there's no baby in that egg," said Groundhog. "I saw one crack open once. That's what I was about to tell you. This happens every spring. A big person comes and hides a bunch of strange-looking eggs. Then children come to find the eggs. It sounds like a silly game to me." Mouse was sad. "I was kind of excited about seeing that egg hatch," he said. Just then he heard Robin calling, "Mouse! Mouse! It's happening! Come see!" Mouse and Groundhog ran as fast as they could to Robin's nest. "Our Slowpoke is finally coming out to say hello to spring," said Robin. Mouse leaned down to get a closer look. His whiskers twitched with excitement. Suddenly there was a crack and another crack. Out popped a little yellow beak. It startled Mouse, so he nearly fell out of the tree. Groundhog laughed. "You see, Mouse, you got to see an egg hatch after all. That's what spring is all about, the beginning of new life." Mouse looked closely at the little bird in the eggshell. "Hello, Spring," he said. I hope you enjoyed this story. I have some photographs I would like to talk to you about. Since we discussed some different types of eggs in the story, I thought that I would show you some photographs of some eggs. This is a photograph of frog eggs, and in the story, Frog describes them to Mouse. This photograph shows a duck, and it is sitting on its nest of eggs. This photograph shows 3 blue robin eggs that are in a nest. They lay their eggs usually in a nest in a tree. Well, that's all for today. So I hope that you'll join me again on another day to listen to another story. And I will talk to you later. Bye.